What is the promise, and how to get to the promise? Yah has made a promise to his people, and his people have an inheritance, and he also have an elect group of people. Let's find out all this information. Let's start off with his promise, and to whom Yah has given it. And unfortunately, it was not with a religion, but a group and the people who follow this group. First, the covenant with Yasharel.
And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and will be your Elohim, and ye shall be my people. I am Yahuwah Elohim, which brought you forth out of the land of Mitzrayim, that ye should not be their bondmen. And I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do at all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, Vayikra Leviticus 26. 11:15 at CEPHER. And Moshe went and spoke these words unto all Yasharel. And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also Yahuwah has said unto me, You shall not go over this Jordan. DEVARIYMDUTERONOMY 31:1-2 at CEPHER. And Yahuwah, he it is that goes before you, he will be with you, he will not fail you, neither forsake you, fear not, neither be dismayed. And Moshe wrote this Torah, and delivered it unto the priests the sons of Levi, which bore the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, and unto all the elders of Yasharel. And Moshe commanded them, saying, At the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the feast of Kukkoth, when all Yasharel is come to appear before Yahuwah Eloheka in the place which he shall choose, you shall read this Torah before all Yasharel in their hearing. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and your stranger that is within your gates, that they may hear, and that they may learn, and fear Yahuwah Elohim, and guard to do all the words of this Torah. DEVARIYMDUTERONOMY 31:8-12 at CEPHER.
Now let me stop here to make sure you understand. You have been tricked to believe that if you are not a descendant of Yasharel, you just have to believe in grace. This is not so. In this passage, Yah has given orders that the stranger Hebrew word for stranger is Gentile has to obey the Torah, and the laws just as we do. That means from circumcision to the dietary laws. Back to the study. Now the promise for the end times.
He answered me, saying, That mountain which you behold, the extent of whose head resembles the seat of Yahuwah, will be the seat on which shall sit the holy and great Yahuwah of glory, the everlasting King, when he shall come and descend to visit the earth with goodness. And that tree of an agreeable smell, not one of carnal odor, there shall be no power to touch, until the period of the great judgment, when all shall be punished and consumed forever. This shall be bestowed on the righteous and humble. The fruit of the tree shall be given to the elect. For towards the north life shall be planted in the holy place, towards the habitation of the everlasting King. Then shall they greatly rejoice and exult in the Holy One. The sweet odor shall enter into their bones, and they shall live a long life on the earth as your forefathers have lived. Neither in their days shall sorrow, distress, trouble, and punishment afflict them. Enoch 24:8-10 at CEPHER. When the righteous one appears in the presence of the righteous themselves, who will be elected for their works weighed by Yahuwah Tsevaoth, and when the light of the righteous and the elect, who dwell on earth, shall be manifested, where will the habitation of sinners be, and where the place of rest for those who have rejected Yahuwah Tsevaoth? It would have been better for them, had they never been born. When, 2. The secrets of the righteous shall be revealed, then shall sinners be judged, and impious men shall be afflicted in the presence of the righteous and the elect. From that period those who possess the earth shall cease to be powerful and exalted. Neither shall they be capable of beholding the countenances of the holy. For the light of Yahuwah Tsevaoth will have appeared on the face of the holy, the righteous, and the chosen. Enoch 38:2-4 at CEPHER. At that time my eyes beheld the dwelling of the elect, of truth, faith, and righteousness. Countless shall be the number of the holy and the elect, in the presence of Elohim forever and ever. Their residence I beheld under the wings of Yahuwah Tsevaoth. All the holy and the elect sung before him, in appearance like a blaze of fire, their mouths being full of blessings, and their lips glorifying the name of Yahuwah Tsevaoth. And righteousness was incessantly before him. There was I desirous of remaining, and my soul longed for that habitation. There was my antecedent inheritance, for thus had I prevailed before Yahuwah Tsevaoth. Enoch 39:5-8 at CEPHER.
Now the last days the promise of them who keep the Torah and statutes. Do you despise the Torah? Do you think there is a different way? Yah said this.
For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the Torah of Elohim that is set before them. For Elohim has given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless they were not obedient unto him, but spoke against him. and imagine vain things, and deceive themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of El Elyon, that he is not, and knew not his ways, but his Torah have they despised, and denied his covenants. In his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. And therefore, Ezra, for the empty are empty things, and for the full are the full things. And whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evils shall see my wonders. For my son Yahusha shall be revealed with those that be with him. And they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. After these years shall my son Mashiach die, and all men that have life. And the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain. Ezra Reviey 4 Ezra 7:27-30 at CPHER. Ezra Reviey 4 Ezra 7:20 at CPHER. Ezra Reviey 7:20-24 at CPHER. So also will be the judgment which I have promised, for I will rejoice over the few who shall be saved, because it is they who have made my glory to prevail now. And through them my name has now been honored. And I will not grieve over the multitude of those who perish, for it is they who are now like a mist and are similar to a flame and smoke. They are set on fire and burn hotly and are extinguished. Ezra Reviey 4 Ezra 7:6-61 at CPHER.
No Kihiwa, he states, and through them my name has now been honored. So those of you who say Yahusha Hamashach and Yehiwa he names don't matter, you are wrong.
For this reason, therefore, those who dwell on earth shall be tormented, because though they had understanding they committed iniquity, and though they received the commandments they did not guard them, and though they obtained the Torah they dealt unfaithfully with what they received. What, then, will they have to say in the judgment, or how will they answer in the last times? For how long the time is that El Elyon has been patient with those who inhabit the world, and not for their sake, but because of the times which he has foreordained. Ezra Reviey 4 Ezra 7:72-74 at CPHER. Now this is the order of those who have guarded the ways of El Elyon, when they shall be separated from their mortal body. Ezra Reviey 4 Ezra 7:84-89 at CPHER. During the time that they lived in it, they laboriously served El Elyon, and withstood danger every hour, that they might guard the Torah of the Torah giver perfectly. Therefore this is the teaching concerning them. First of all, they shall see with great joy the glory of him who receives them. For they shall have rest in 7 orders. The first order, because they have striven with great effort to overcome the evil thought which was formed with them, that it might not lead them astray from life into death. The second order, because they see the perplexity in which the souls of the wicked wander, and the punishment that awaits them. The third order, they see the witness which he who formed them bears concerning them, that while they were alive they guarded the Torah which was given them in trust. Ezra Reviey Ezra 7:89-94 at CPHER. The fourth order, they understand the rest which they now enjoy, being gathered into their chambers and guarded by angels in profound quiet, and the glory which awaits them in the last days. The fifth order, they rejoice that they have now escaped what is corruptible and shall inherit what is to come. And besides they see the straits and toil from which they have been delivered, and the spacious liberty which they are to receive and enjoy in immortality. The sixth order, when it is shown to them how their face is to shine like the sun, and how they are to be made like the light of the stars, being incorruptible from then on. The seventh order, which is greater than all that have been mentioned, because they shall rejoice with boldness, and shall be confident without confusion, and shall be glad without fear, for they hasten to behold the face of him whom they served in life, and from whom they are to receive their reward when glorified. This is the order of the souls of the righteous, as henceforth is announced, and the aforesaid are the ways of torment which those who would not give heed shall suffer hereafter. Ezra Reviey 4 Ezra 7:95-99 at CPHER.
So what did Yahusha Hamashach promise?
Then answered Kepha and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all, and followed you. What shall we have therefore? And Yahusha said unto them, Amen I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, in the restoration when the Son of Adam shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Yasharel. And every one that has forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or woman, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Mattithyaahu 19:27-30 at CPHER.
So Yehiwahi and Yahushua Himashach never promised a car, a house, Gucci shoes, a jet, not vacations. Then who is promising these things in the church? Who is creating this doctrine of prosperity instead of keeping the Torah? In this study he tells us to follow the Torah, the Hebrew Israelites as well as the Gentiles. You will not make it past judgment if you do not follow Yah's word.
And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when ye depart thence, shake off the dust under your feet for a testimony against them. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment, than for that city. Mark 6:11-12 Sefer.